Okay guys, I am back with what I think will be the final video. And so, well, it may or may not be. I haven't quite decided that yet. I'm having a lot of fun with this little journal. It actually is a great thing to do. I've had a ball with this, Lori. All right, so we're gonna go back to these little envelopes here because I made something. A little bit ago while I was waiting for that last video to upload, and I think you guys might like it. All right, so we're gonna take these in half again. And what did we say that was, like 4 1/4, right? No, that's not right. 4 3/4. That's better. I was like, wait a minute, I got a big tail out here. Okay, so we're gonna take it in half, and we're gonna end up getting 4 this time too, but I'm going to take this one at 3 inches, so big and little, and this will be like a little mini side tuck, and we'll probably decorate these in a different video. And then I took this one and split it right in half, and let me see, that was just right over 4, so I think I did 2 1/8 to make them directly in half, because then we'll have to make tags for these too. Okay. So there, so you still get 4 pockets out of it. And then I have my very last piece of really cool Rit dye paper in this like green blue. So I'm using a little bit of that. So this is what I made a little earlier. Isn't it cute? Yeah, and I used Amy's little paper ruffle here. And I think that we'll be able to use this other one on this one. I think. We'll see. We'll see what gets created here. So it's kind of the same concepts that I've done before. I'm just going to glue a little bit up here on this side here. And then I'm going to take my stamp. And this thing reared its ugly little head earlier too. I was like, oh, I thought I threw that one away. And I know a lot of people do stamp offs and everything, but this one has so much glue on it, it's not even cool anymore. So eventually, I'm like, as long as it's dry, it's not really hurting anything, I don't think. So, whoops, I'm gonna take one of my favorite stamps here, and we're just gonna kind of stamp around like we've done in the past. Just kind of go across this way, and then go down that way. Not really worried about overlapping. A little bit there. Okay, just enough to get it in there. That's all we need for this one. And then we're going to take some of Timmy Holt's paper here, and we'll go up onto this other corner, I think, because I do think I'm going to use that one in this, that other one that I made in this journal. So we're just going to kind of, I'm just going to kind of do it the way I did the last one, because I know it works and I know it looks cute. Only I don't have that bird anymore. I went ahead and cut some out of the other out of those books I showed you earlier. This tissue paper is very like sensitive. Like it rips really easy. Okay, so let's see. Then I did a little corner like that. Okay, and so this one, I went ahead and used this because glue stick doesn't really, in my opinion, doesn't really work with doilies very well. At least not these. Okay, and then I used a little piece of this one. So just quite the same shape, but that's okay, right? Just as long as we kind of get those colors in there. And I'm not inking these as dark as I've done the other ones. Oh, my desk is such a mess. It's going to take me months to clean it up, I think. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then I took, I think that one, I might cut that one down just a little. Because the next piece, the next one, and we might not use it at all. Do this. Okay, I am going to go in a little bit different direction here. Oh, I already did that. Okay, so I think I'm going to off-center this just a little bit here. And then I think we're going to tie in a little bit more of that lace that I used earlier. Okay. You knew what I didn't check? To make sure we were right side up on that envelope. Oh, and we are. See, and I'm going to go through and glue that down really quick. Hopefully not gluing that shut. Okay. Now, there we go. All right, so then remember to cap off my art glitter glue here. And then bring this lace back in that we used before on this edge right here. First I'm going to ink. Okay. Okay, and I do think, guys, we're going to leave those other pockets for a different video because I like them to go in that new journal that I'm making for Poppiness. So I think, okay, so we'll just use those 2 pockets for this journal. That gets us to enough pockets. Now, let's see, let's get rid of ugly paper here. So 3 inches, right? So if we did 2 3/4, should we just keep on with that other paper that we've been using, or should we do something new? I'm kind of a creature of habit, so we'll use that for backing. And since I have 2 that size, let's just, okay, so that's a really pretty side there. So let's do 2, we said 2 3/4, right? Okay, so and then what do we think for height? We could probably go up as tall as that, which isn't quite, let's do 6 inches. That way we got 2 about the same height. Okay. All right, liking them. Okay, oh, and they are off a little bit because, you know, it's me cutting them. Okay. I think I'll just go kind of like I did before. Oh, this paper is hard to cover, guys, because it's so pretty. Okay, then I think use a little bit of this sari silk. It's just a little tab hole. All right, well, just stay wrinkled then. Okay. Yep, I think we'll go ahead and use Fabri-Tac. I was just thinking that maybe we would use something a little bit different, but I think the Fabri-Tac will hold it exactly where we need it. I was worried about that. I was worried about it bleeding through, and it did. what are we going to do to cover that bleed? Well, I don't know exactly. So let's set it aside and work on the other one here, because I think this side will look prettiest with this one. And maybe this time we're not going to glue, we're going to cut in the middle here, I think. And I'm going to get out my trusty little stapler. And I tell you what, as soon as I find a place to get a tiny attacher, because I have yet to see one in my area, and we all know how much I love to order offline, right? The only time I do is if it's like a Etsy store. Excuse me, too much talking today. All right, so there's that one. You know what would look really cool with this? You don't, but I'm going to tell you. This little turquoise satin stuff that we used the other day. Oh, yeah. I don't know which one of the kids is raiding the refrigerator, but there it is. You know, I love sari silk, but it like has strings like you wouldn't believe. Ooh, I really like it on that paper. You can't see it yet on camera because it's not really showing up real great, but I think you guys are gonna love it when it dries. Okay, now we are going to put these tags in there, and I've got to figure out something for that. You can obviously see that it's bled through. It's obvious. So maybe we'll cheat the system a little bit and put on a little flower up here. That's what we do. I'm gonna be really irritated if I need that flower for the cover. Okay. All right, so we are gonna put this in here. See, I don't know if you can see it yet, but do you see that like turquoise coming and popping in there? Okay, so we're gonna set this aside. Was that Dad on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay, can you do me a favor? And go let Pipes in, because Bo will be home soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time did he get off work?
He's over at Becca's right now. All right, so we're gonna set these aside, let those dry. Or maybe we're not, because it kind of felt dry. All right, so I wish I had thought this through a little bit, because see, we only have a couple of pages there. But I think we'll just put a couple here close to the front. I think this one will look good right here. And so it does. Okay. Way off screen, huh? Okay, and this. Okay. Okay. All right, now we're going to figure out the cover and the closure. And I think it's going to be a modification of my favorite closure. I think it's going to be one like, let's take that out for now. Because if not, I will end up putting a hole right through that pretty butterfly. All right. Probably would have been better with a little bit of a black marker. All right, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to reach over this way for a minute. So you know what I think would be a very good like challenge is to have I get together with some journaling buddies and actually like do the same thing. Like swap a journal, like pretty much a naked journal. You know what? I picked up a couple of new colors. Let's see. I'm going to try that one last. Or journaling colors. Those. Whatever the heck those are. Eyelets. Because you know they always tongue tie me. And they didn't really have a decent selection of them. But I will let you in on a little tip and trick. Don't buy them in the scrapbooking department. Buy them in the sewing department. They are loads cheaper. So when Hobby Lobby runs a sale on their sewing stuff, these are a $2.29. And in the scrapbooking department for like a small little thing of them, it's like every bit of like $5. So, and you get twice as many or 3 times as many. And none of those colors are going to work either. So I think I just got to decide what to do and just do it. And I think I'll probably go with, it's either gold or white right now. I don't think that like light copper. Nope, that doesn't look good. And gold it is. Oh, perfect. Okay, and I already brought over some sari silk. the hairy little devil that it is. Oh, and look at that. I already have a piece cut. How about that? That I think will work just fine. See what I mean? Oh, drives me nuts. I like the stuff other than that. Let's see. Feeling kind of gross. I might have to stop the video for a minute to go wash my fingers. Oh, that's part of the sari silk. See, it's got, this particular one has little embroidery on it. Alright, so it's going to wrap around like this and tuck in like this, or some variation of this. Alright guys, I am going to go wash my hands. I'll be right back because I really want clean hands to be working with the rest of this. So I'll be right back, guys. Talk to you in a minute. Alright guys, I am back and we're going to finish up this cover. And I dug around and I knew I had some really cute lockets. So yeah, we are going to just play. And I think, let's finish this closure really quick. And actually I think it'll end up wrapping around the other way. Oh, let's put this back in there before it gets all messy. I think we want to go this way with it, maybe. I suppose it doesn't really matter per se. And then we're going to thread this on here. Actually, let's do it on this one. Because it can be adjusted. If you do it right, you can adjust it for in case it gets like if you leave this, like if we double tie it here and you leave it, it's about the same length as the other side, right? So if you leave it, then whoever gets the journal, actually I'm going to go ahead and trim just a little, then they can, and well, I think I'll find another charm for this side so it's not just hanging out. Yeah, I'll find something. Maybe another key. Okay, watch this for a minute. I think it might do tricks, so, you know, don't let it flip out on ya. Let's just see what we got in this magic thing left. I don't have a ton of keys left, but see if we can find one that doesn't mind being tied. This one wouldn't. You could, if you don't have keys, obviously, you can use beads, you could use all kinds of stuff. That'll work. And then they just kind of come down. But I will say, I think I'm going to trim a little bit more off of this one. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, now gotta decide where this is going. And with this door knocker, we easily transformed this into exactly what it is, butterflies and birds, or whoever gets this could easily put fairies and mushrooms in it. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I got a little distracted on what I was doing here. All right, so we're gonna do my technique again. Maybe, if I can get that off. Grab the thing here. Remember, we should always have a paper towel when we're using E6000, right? because it likes to goo out the end. Okay. And I got my hot glue plugged in, so we're going to go ahead and put this around the edges, remember? And just a reminder, E6000 is very pungent. If you get headaches easily, this may not be the glue for you. Okay, so we use the hot glue for quick set. Okay, and the E6000 for a really, really strong bond. And then I just hold it there until the hot glue kind of dries or sets, I guess is a different word, different way of saying it. So the hot glue acts as like a quick grab, and then the E6000 is going to take a while to dry. Depending on your application, it could be, I think the original directions said for like hard set, it's like 24 hours. So this isn't one that you like glue and then like put in the mail or whatever. It's one of those that you have to allot some time. Okay, now the flowers I'm going to add are these. And where did there's my butterflies. And maybe this big cream one. I'm not sure. We're just going to play. Okay, and I think that's about set for hot glue. I think we'll just use one butterfly. We have two if we need it. I've got these little guys whose leaves are falling off. I kind of like this big one, but I'm thinking that it's going to be way too big. I think it's going to be bigger than we want it to be. Yep. We need something right there. So remember, we need a fifth something right there. I don't think we want another flower. I mean, maybe we do. No, too much right there. Matches the butterfly too much, huh? That's what I liked about that other one. Unless we move this little guy over. Just have this like that. Nope, not enough, not enough. I like the butterfly up there. I liked these three here, but we need something right there. Right? The problem is what? What do we need right there? We don't want another key, right? because that's not going to be bulky enough. Do we want another color? I don't think we want another color per se. If we do anything, I think it should be like cream or green. These little guys. Oop, I think we found it. Okay, but is it going to be enough? I do like that. I'm not going to be able to show you till it gets glued, I bet. Okay. I like that. Just a little. We still need something little right there. All right, we're going to go for the gold. We're just going to start placing these because I don't think that I'm going to be able to hem-haw and not place. Make sense? Like I'm just going to have to start placing and moving around. Okay, so I'm going to put that one here. Place that one up like that. Oh, and I probably should have laid this other one down first. Oh well. I do think I'm going to stop for a second though because I want this laying underneath it. You guys might get a head shot in here too. I'm not sure exactly where the lens ends and my head begins. Okay, now okay, a little peeking out there. Yep, liking it. And then I think I like that. I think it places a little, like enough of an emphasis out there. Let's see if we can. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to cut it down, I think, right? Take that off. Okay, sorry guys, I gotta turn it towards me so I can make sure I'm getting it kind of placed right. So it's upside down for you guys, but it's kind of necessary at the moment. Okay, and then that butted back down in there. Yep, I think I like it. I think there's enough there to help off center. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna let that set for a minute before I start moving it. I'm gonna move these little guys out of the way, and then we'll do a really quick flip through of these. Those butterflies are pretty. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more with those. Like pick up a little bit more, a couple more. Okay, there is our cover, guys. I think it turned out really pretty. I like it. All right, so let's flip open. I'm gonna be really careful because we're still in the drying process. Okay, so it just unhooks that way. Okay, you open it up and we have the front here with the papers that Lori put in. One of our little pockets that we've made with Emily's butterfly cards. That's really stiff now. And one of Poppiness's This Book Belongs To. Okay, good. I was just making sure everything was holding. All right. Those are some of Lori's dyed papers. Then this little pocket we made together. That pops up. And there's stuff on the back for journaling. Okay, there's a little card there. Tag, not card. Isn't this just a beautiful little thing? And then our little side tuck here. Okay, and then the little half pocket that we made and the little tag that we made to go in it. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's got a little raven in the background. I didn't see that before. Cool. Or maybe that's not a raven. Kind of looks like it. I don't know. Pretty bird though. And then a little pocket back here. So it's got tons of room to grow. I mean, it's not really alligatored. Let's see what it does if we wrap it this way. Yep, you can wrap it either way you like, but I think I prefer them wrapped the other way. Sorry for the clanging. All right, so here's what I think. While we were doing the flip through, here's what I think. I'm gonna give Lori first option to get it, to have it back. If she would like it back, I will mail it back to her. And then from there, she could do whatever she would want to do with it. And if she doesn't, then we'll talk about maybe we list it and all the proceeds go to charity maybe. I think that would be Like I would sell it on my Etsy and then donate it to a charity, like the proceeds. That's what I just said. Okay, it's getting late. It's like 10 after 10 here. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you guys for joining me on this wonderful adventure. It was really fun decorating somebody else's journal. I will say, like, that that was a whole lot of fun. So if you guys have friends that you like to journal with, I would definitely say that could be like a fun challenge in a group to do, is to send somebody a journal and let them decorate it. All right, so I guess I will talk to you all soon. Bye, guys.